Good with you, Hockley?
Cece, what's good, homie?
Oh man, just maintaining, man. Out here making a dollar, man, making a living.
Facts.
Let me ask you this, man. I see you sitting up in something. What you sitting in?
Oh man, I just went and got me a 2024 Freightliner, man. So this the road right here. I know you see it's big, huh?
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's your profession right now, right?
Yeah, it's been my profession for the last 15 years.
Hold up, man. You ain't been out no 15 years, CC.
I what?
You ain't been out that's a long time for a man to be out of prison 15 years.
Man, I've been on 22 years.
22 years on the flatland, man. Salute to you, man, for being at the house for 22, man. But let's see if we can't go down through here, man. You can enlighten the people on who you are, man, and where you come from, right? We don't need no major high overview, man. Just tell the people a little bit about your childhood, where you grew up at, right?
Well, my name's Cece. They call me Cece in Compton. I grew up on Golden Street, born and raised, Santana's. Uh, you know, my childhood was, it was good. I grew up in a home with good parents, my mother, my father, grandmother, I had a pretty good childhood, but growing up in the city, um, with the things around me, it kind of like, kind of strayed me away from, you know, uh, stuff that, my mom and everybody was trying to do, first and foremost, it's like at the end of the day, uh, the life I chose. I didn't have to be in the streets, banging, selling dope, robbing, doing a lot of shit. I didn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I came from a good home. Uh, you know, my my family roots is from Texas. My mama from Dallas. A lot of my family from Dallas, a lot of my family from Texas. So, you pretty much probably understand what I'm saying when I say, you know, uh, we got morals, but you know, uh, I chose to go down a whole nother path. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what led me really into Texas. Then from going to camps and going to LP, which is a juvenile facility, where they send everybody to from Compton, uh, to, all the way to El Paso, and then from El Paso to TYC, a Payode, and then a little bit after that, TDC.
Right. Hey, real quick, man. So you from Compton, and what's the neighborhood again?
I'm from Santana Block, Compton Crib.
Santana Block. Okay. Real quick, man. Give us a quick rundown of some of the people you grew up with out there, man. Just for those, for the people that's watching or whatever.
Well, and where I'm from, you know, we all was basically born, raised in the hood. I grew up with my homeboy Westbo. My homeboy Snake, rest in peace. My homeboy C-Bop, rest in peace. Tannabo, Artbot, rest in peace. A lot of my big homies that raised Bruno Dog, Big Bitter Dog, Bruno, Greeny. Uh, you know, uh, I could go on and on and on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah. You don't have to go that far. I was really setting that up to say this, right? Because we don't know who watching, for as kids, for as youth. So we just giving them a little history, right? So like you said, you said something important. You say you didn't have to get in the game or get into the street life, right? It's something more like you chose. So my question would be this: why you think you chose the street life, right? And why do you think you chose it at such an early age? Because from what I'm hearing, you like, hey, I went to juvenile prison in California, and I went to juvenile prison in Texas.
You know, it's like you know, when you know, growing up in the neighborhood, man, you know, and you watching everybody around you. You know, like I got a few homies when we was growing up. Everybody not fortunate, you know, and I ain't never really been the one to look down on somebody because they didn't have and different things, you know. So, you know, we was just growing up, running the streets, you know, and it just, you know, it's something I chose, and you know, then at the end of the day, sometimes I felt like it was in me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't half-ass with nothing, you know. So, you know, if I get involved with anything or I'm doing anything, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
not gonna half-ass it. You know, so during the time of me growing up, you know, like I say, a lot of them, like all my homies today, you know, we still see each other. We sandbox kids. You know, we not, you know, my homies that I got, we not the type of homies that came from here and was part of the hood. We actually was born and raised right there in that neighborhood.
Right.
So it's like, you know, it's just it's crazy how it is, man. You know, like
Right.
I say, me, like even today, uh, you know, I'm a grown man. You know, I live a whole different type of lifestyle. You know, and even on that level, when a lot of people speak about gang banging, you know what I'm saying? You know, uh, everybody not gang banging. Just because you come from a neighborhood, don't mean you gang banging. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, you know, I'm a thoroughbred. You know what I'm saying? I still rep Santana, but I'm a grown man. You know, but we live a different lifestyle. Me and a lot of my homies do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. But that.
You
But
know,
that's your community. You still represent your
exactly.
community. Yeah. Not
You know,
from
that's
a gang standpoint, but from,
right.
hey,
You know,
this where I grew up. What led you to being incarcerated in TDC? TDC, for those that don't know, is the Texas Department of Criminal Justice here in Texas. What got you to TDCJ?
well, like growing up, man. I've been doing time all my life, man, and even young, like I say, when I went in head first, full throttle. You know what I'm saying? You know, set tripping on enemies, and you know, like just whatever. I was just doing whatever. I was wild, and I had caught a lot of cases, man. I was catching case after case.